This is the website we downloaded the Crack Me one, and if you can recall, there are two objectives. The first objective we have already accomplished. We have found the serial key and entered it in the text box. Now we are going to go for the second objective, which is to patch the file to always show the congrats message when the button check is clicked. So what that means is, for this Crack Me, whenever we click on the checkbox, it doesn't matter whatever you key in, it has to show the congrats message. That is the objective. So we are going to learn how to patch it in this lesson. Let's get started. So let's open this Crack Me with x64dbg and just run to the entry point, and we are entry point. Now if you have not already done so, put a breakpoint on the string that shows the bad error message. Right click, search for current module string references, and go to this message, string wrong serial key, and then here, instead of putting a breakpoint here, put a breakpoint up here. This is a jump which decides whether or not to show the congrats message or to jump down and show the bad message. So what we want is to always show the good message. That means we want this message box to always run instead of this message box. So obviously we have to patch this jump. So let's put a breakpoint here and restart the program and run to the breakpoint. Type anything you want, check, and it is paused at the breakpoint. So now let's examine this. So if we don't want it to jump down here, we have to reverse the zero flag. So at the moment, if we examine this, it is the arrow key, the arrow is red, and also indicates down here that it is going to jump. Jump is taken. So if we don't want to jump, we just have to toggle the zero flag and color goes to gray, and the jump is also not taken as indicated here. So let's try this and see what happens. Let's press F8 and see whether or not the congrats message is shown. Let's press F8. So it is pushing, it has pushed this to the stack. Now it is pushing this and this parameter to the stack, as you can see. And now it's going to push the last parameter to the stack. So all four parameters are pushed to the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it is going to call the message box, or supposed to call the message box. Let's try and see. F8. Oops, nothing happened. It did not call the message box. Something went wrong. So what do you think went wrong? What do you think happened? Right? Let's examine this and try to find out the reason why it failed. So let's restart this. Key in the wrong key, click check, and now we are back here. So to find out what went wrong, we are going to repeat what we did just now. At this point, this push 0 has already been pushed onto the stack. So if we examine this push 0 has been pushed to the stack. Now we are going to jump. Oh, we're not going to jump, so we have to reverse this. So we reverse the zero flag. We are not going to jump. Press F8. So we are going to push this next parameter to the stack, the third parameter, which is this, congrats. So let's press F8. At the moment, only this has been pushed to the stack, 0. Now we are going to push this message to the stack, this caption. Press F8. So congrats is pushed to the stack. Now we're going to push well done to the stack, which is this one, well done, push to the stack. So let's press F8, and well done has been pushed to the stack. And now next we're going to push EAX to the stack. So EAX is supposed to be this one, but instead you notice he pushed something else to the stack. it is going to push EX, which is this value. Instead of 0, it is pushing this to the stack. Let's take a look. F8, and it push this FFFF to the stack. Now FFF is not 0 obviously. FFF is -1. -1 is something else. So according to our analysis, it is supposed to push 0 to the stack because there is no parent window. But instead it pushed something to the stack, -1, telling that there's a parent window, so something has gone wrong. So in order to fix this, we have to push 0 to the stack. We need to push, this EAX has to be 0, not FFFF. Okay, so how do we fix that? Alright, so there are two things to fix here. The first thing to fix is this. We have to make it not jump. So to make this not jump, we have to assemble no op NOP. So double click this, and then here put no op, no instruction. So now to check whether the byte is enough or not, we click keep size, and we see it is smaller by 1 byte. So no op uses only 1 byte, whereas jump uses 2 bytes. 1 byte here, 2 bytes. So you have 1 spare byte. So let's click this, fill with, just remove this, click OK, and you see the 2 bytes has been replaced with 2 no ops. Fine. Now close this. Now we have fixed the part where you're not supposed to jump. So you're supposed to go here, here, here. But how do we fix this part where EAX is supposed to be 0 instead of FFFF? Okay, so notice now we have 2 spare bytes to use to fix the value of EAX. So we can use one of the spare bytes here and assemble it as a move instruction. So let's double click this, and now we are going to move. We are going to move to EAX the value 0. Alright, but we have a problem. Why? We only have 2 bytes. If we click this to keep size, notice that the instruction is bigger by 4 bytes. We only have 2 bytes. We don't have 4 bytes. This move EX requires 4 bytes. So if you were to click, if you were to remove this and click OK, it will overwrite these 2 other instructions down here, which is bad. So we have to modify this instruction. So what we do is, instead of move 0 to EX, we move 0 to AL, like that, and then keep size. It says fine, instruction bigger by 1 byte. Okay, so that's okay. So we will be using 2 bytes, so because here we have 2 bytes, so there's no problem. We say keep size, meaning that we only want 1 byte, but it's telling us this instruction needs another extra byte. So we can use the next byte below it, 2 bytes. So that's fine. So what's the meaning of AL? And what's the difference between AL and EX? So this is the difference. AL makes use of only the last 2 bits here, AL. EAX has got all the bits used up. Alright, so what we need is only these 2, this byte here. Total we have 1 byte, 2 bytes, 3 bytes, 4 bytes. AL uses only the bottom one. Alright, so if it's AX, it uses only 2 bytes, 1, 2. If it's AL, it uses only 1 byte. So that's why we use AL. We're trying to save space. So if we click OK, alright, let's analyze this further. What I just mentioned was like this. We have EX, and then we have AL. So EX uses up 4 bytes. But here, AL uses only 1 byte down here, so it's enough. So we can assemble this, and then we only need the lowest byte, so click OK, and there we're done. We've done it. We moved 0 to AL. So now we can patch this by clicking File, Patch File, click Patch, and then give it a new name by appending patch behind. Click Save. Okay, now we can test the patch. First we close this before we test the patch. We close this program and we go here, patch, by clicking this. Now we can test the patch that we have created. Just enter anything, click check, and it shows well done. So that's all for this video, and in this video we have learned how to patch the program so as to keep showing the congratulations message box no matter what we key in. So thank you for watching.